Diaphragm-Type Deluge Alarm Valve. Our company's Diaphragm-Type Deluge Alarm Valve is manufactured according to GB 5135.5/2018, the fifth part of the Automatic Sprinkler Fire Extinguishing System. The standard for deluge alarm valves is stipulated for design, manufacturing, and acceptance. Connection methods include flange connection and groove connection. The specifications for flange connections range from DN50 to DN350. The valve group materials include ductile iron and stainless steel. The specifications for groove connections are diameter nominal 100, diameter nominal 150, diameter nominal 200. The valve group material is ductile iron. Installation methods can be divided into vertical installation and horizontal installation. Product introduction: the Diaphragm-Type Deluge Alarm Valve consists of a valve group. Elinhua opens the pipeline. Solenoid valve, anti-reset device. Control chamber water supply pipeline, alarm pipeline, pressure switch, hydraulic alarm valve. Drainage pipeline and pressure gauge, etc. It forms an open fire extinguishing system together with water supply equipment, pipeline systems, control valves such as inlet and outlet signal butterfly valves, open sprinklers, fire detection devices, etc. Working principle: in the event of a fire, the fire detector activates and sends an alarm to the fire alarm controller. The solenoid valve is activated in linkage, the diaphragm chamber is depressurized, the deluge valve opens, pressure water flows into the pipeline network, and the system switches to a wet system. Simultaneously, the hydraulic alarm bell rings and the pressure switch activates. The fire pump is activated in linkage to supply water to the system for fire extinguishing. After extinguishing the fire, close the solenoid valve, open the reset ball valve, and inject water into the diaphragm chamber to pressurize. After the diaphragm chamber resets, close the reset ball valve, the pressure water on the supply side is stopped by the deluge valve, and the system returns to standby state. Commissioning of the deluge alarm valve, manual commissioning. Before debugging the deluge valve, confirm that the installation direction of the solenoid valve is correct, and the arrow on the solenoid valve points towards the outlet direction. Ensure that all components are correctly and completely assembled. Open the reset ball valve, alarm ball valve, manual start valve, and drain valve, and close all other valves. Inject pressure water of no less than 0.14 MPa on the supply side. Slowly open the inlet fire signal butterfly valve. Pressure water enters the valve group, and the hydraulic alarm bell rings. The pressure switch activates, and the automatic drain valve closes. When observing water discharge at the manual start valve outlet, close the manual start valve. After a certain time, ranging from 3 to 100 seconds, the diaphragm resets and pressure water is sealed by the diaphragm on the supply side. The pressure switch and hydraulic alarm bell stop functioning. The automatic drain valve automatically opens, discharging rainwater. When the self-drain valve no longer discharges rainwater, close the reset ball valve and drain valve, and open the outlet fire signal butterfly valve. At this point, manual debugging of the deluge valve is complete and the system is in standby state. Electric signal debugging with the deluge valve in servo state. Close the outlet fire signal butterfly valve, open the drain valve, and the fire linkage controller sends a start signal to the valve group's solenoid valve. The valve group solenoid valve opens for drainage, the diaphragm chamber is depressurized, the deluge valve opens, the hydraulic alarm bell rings, the pressure switch activates, and the fire linkage controller sends a close signal to the valve group's solenoid valve. Close the group solenoid valve, open the reset ball valve, and inject water into the diaphragm chamber to pressurize. The diaphragm chamber resets, pressure water is sealed by the diaphragm on the supply side, and the pressure switch and hydraulic alarm bell stop functioning. The automatic drain valve opens automatically, discharging rainwater. When the automatic drain valve no longer discharges rainwater, close the reset ball valve and drain valve, and open the outlet fire signal butterfly valve. The electric debugging of the deluge valve is complete, and the system is in adaptive state. Dry control system pneumatic debugging. When debugging as a dry control system, confirm that all components are correctly and completely assembled, and close the outlet fire signal butterfly valve. Dry guide tube ball valve, dry guide tube initial start valve, rapid inflation valve of pressure maintenance device. Start the air compressor and adjust the air compressor output pressure value. Adjust the pressure regulating valve on the pressure maintenance device to ensure the pressure value meets the inflation pressure corresponding to the water supply pressure. Open the dry guide tube ball valve, pressure maintenance device, and rapid inflation valve. When the air pressure approaches the inflation pressure, close the rapid inflation valve. Ensure that the dry pilot tube has no leaks. After manual and electrical signal debugging, set the rainforest valve group to an adaptive state. Close the dry pilot tube ball valve. Slowly open the dry pilot tube, manually activate the valve to release air. As the air pressure drops, the water vapor switch activates to drain water. The deluge alarm valve activates, the anti-reset device continues to drain, the hydraulic alarm bell sounds, and the pressure switch activates. The deluge valve group operates normally. Close the primary activation valve of the dry pilot tube, air pressure rises, and the water vapor switch resets. Open the reset ball valve, inject water into the diaphragm chamber to pressurize. Diaphragm resets, pressure water is separated by the diaphragm to the water supply side. The pressure switch and hydraulic alarm bells stop functioning. The automatic drainage valve opens automatically to release rainwater. When the automatic drainage valve no longer releases rainwater, close the reset ball valve. Open the outlet fire signal, butterfly valve, and the dry pilot tube ball valve. The rainforest valve group returns to adaptive state, completing the dry control system debugging.